Standing by. Put me on mute. Good morning, good morning. It is, what day is it? It is September 10th, 10 a.m., and we are live here in Results One. And guess where I am? I am back in Pine Hills because of you guys, because of you. This is what really steers Results One and my content is you. And if you don't, then we find things to talk about that I think you'd be interested in. But we're back out here in Pine Hills because, let's be real, this area sees a lot of traffic issues. They see a lot of real serious crashes, and people really, every time I'm out here, you guys drive pretty reckless. Really not very observant of our surroundings. There's not a lot of not a lot of cooperation that takes place out here on the road. And I'm telling you that not just based off of word of mouth, but off of experience just being out here, whether it's as a trooper or out here on the road. So I'm currently along Powers Drive. I'm at the intersection of North Lane, just north of the area we're going to talk about today. But as we've been out here, I've noticed some things that I'm going to try to get a better angle on. So hold on. Because we're here to talk about a intersection, or lack thereof, that has been out here, and it's over towards the Indian Hill Road. But since I'm sitting out here, I wanted to maybe do a little speed measurement, because we're sitting in a 35 mile an hour zone. Just south of us, there is a school zone. You can see school buses have been flowing out here in the plenty. I've seen this morning there are a lot of children, a lot of daycare areas and stuff like that. But what I'm picking up is the speeds of some of you guys driving is rather quick. So 35 miles an hour is the posted speed limit. I'm sitting here with my nifty baseball radar, just getting a quick look at things. And the average speed I'm picking up now is about 40 miles an hour. This car right here, 40, going by us this morning. Another car coming up behind us fairly quick. Let's see how this one's going. Cameras are a little foggy, so I'm trying to limit our use this morning. The humidity's pretty nasty. But 39 miles an hour. Now, some cop may watch me and be like, oh my gosh, or an attorney and be like, oh my gosh, he just used the mirror to calculate the speed. Yes, I did. I deflected the radar off. But I'm not out here writing tickets. We're just using it for observational purposes. But I'm going to read you the complaint that came in, and then we'll go check it out, because it's kind of makes me upset that this is happening out here. So the viewer goes on to say, they sent me an email about a month ago about a situation in Pine Hill. So about a month ago, this is just getting scheduled now. So we're looking several months. I saw Trooper Steve's segment when he was over at Pine Hills and Silver Star and Pine Hills Road. You guys remember that? The traffic light out there. My reason for emailing again is I'd like him to take a look at the intersection of Indian Hills and Powers Drive. Orange County installed the signal equipment well over a year ago. A year ago, what you're going to see was installed. And it is incomplete, and everything's just been sitting there. I can only imagine the money that has been spent and how much these items cost, and they're not being used. I've called the county several times, and I always get a voicemail. Traffic can get backed up very heavily northbound on Powers. Of course, people do not know how to navigate the area and complete the stop. Maybe you guys will have better luck in getting this thing done complete. Well, you know what my motto is: squeaky wheel gets the oil, and I'm all about greasing things up out here. So let's go take a look at exactly at what's happening out here. Go look at this intersection and see what we have. This motorcycle's moving quick. 45 mile an hour. 10 over the posted speed limit, about to get ready to enter a school zone. So let's check this viewer's question out, because it's a little concerning to me that traffic equipment that costs a lot of money would be sitting here for so long. All right, so we are southbound on Powers from North Lane. We're passing Kingsway Christian Academy off to the left, and a school zone up here. Looks like the school zone, when I just went through it a moment, was active. It is now 10 a.m. and the school zone is no longer active. So we're going to maintain a speed of 35 miles an hour. Normally you'd have to reduce your speed out here to 20 miles an hour. Also keep in mind, any violation within a school zone, double the price, and you get an extra point. So really, you're looking at a minimum $250, 4 points, depending on what you end up doing out here. So pay attention. Here's the intersection that we're coming up on, guys. So as you approach southbound on Powers to Indian Hill, there's a few things to see here, right? So they have a stop sign warning, letting you know, hey, there's a stop sign up here, and then the stop sign. But look, as we approach, seems a little digital right now, so I'm not sure. As we approach the intersection, always stop. So I come to a complete stop, and as I am here now at the complete stop, I look left, look right. But what is also here? There's traffic lights. I just want to confirm something with my producer, Thomas. Am I coming across okay, or is it just on my end? Just want to make sure everything is good, because it looks a little all right. Because on my end, it looked a little freezy, so I got a little nervous. We're going to go back. Don't worry, guys. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas always making sure the stream is looking good. So as we cruise through that intersection, what did you guys see? You saw a traffic control device, obviously. That's why we are here talking about things today. But there was also a traffic light installed. Was an active traffic light installed on top of that stop sign. And our viewer says, guys, it's been there for over a year. So let's get turned around real quick. I hate doing this in people's driveway because it's just not polite, but I'm sure they understand. So we'll get back and we'll head back the other way. But this is what I'm concerned about, guys, what bothers me. Spend the money, because obviously there was a study done, right? So think about this. Before a traffic light is installed, or even a stop sign, we've talked about these traffic studies. A study is conducted, and then you got to hire the people, then you got to get the equipment, then you got to install it. So this was deemed an actual area that needs a traffic light, so it had to have a study. Then you had to hire the people. So this could easily be a 2-year issue, that the equipment is just sitting there, y'all. Just sitting there. So we're going to head back north on Powers. I'm just south of the intersection of Indian Hill, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about. I wish there was a better spot for me to sit so we can watch these folks just blow through this light stop sign. But it would be illegal for me to sit where I want to sit. There is a portion where I can sit, where we may try. Let's try it out. So let's head back northbound here, passing New Life Church, Church of God in Christ, here on Powers, just south of Indian Hill. As we approach it, cool. Everyone's coming to a stop. They're doing their thing. Super awesome. But look above. Look above. The poles are there. Some of the stuff looks kind of busted. There are pedestrian signs over there. We'll sit here for a second. And if you look around, all the structure is here, to include the box, which is really, really strange that this wouldn't be up and running. Now that's what's missing. So every single traffic light has a traffic control box. This box is not available to the public for any type of manipulation or anything, but we use a device similar to what looks something like this called a pickle, and that pickle allows us to override traffic lights. So you have to be observant of that area and kind of see what's going on, but it's definitely incomplete. We're going to swing back around, because there's a little parking spot there that I want to back into. So we could just sit there for a moment and observe it. But I could definitely understand the viewer complaint. Why start something if you're not going to finish it, right? And that's what we're seeing out there. We're seeing a little bit of they determined there was an issue, but they got everything, but they don't want to fix it. So I can tell you this, no matter how we end this today, I will 100% be reaching out to Orange County and being like, hey, what's up with this intersection? Because it's very important. So let's head back out. Powers here. I'm at the intersection of, I can't see the sign, Power Ridge Drive, Creative. And we'll head south, and I'm going to try to duck into this side little parking thing so we can just sit there for a second. There's no cars coming behind me, so we're going to try to get up to this spot pretty quick. The good thing is, Thomas says my stream is coming across fine, even though it's on my end, my screen here comes across a little bad, but it's okay, it's all right. So as we're headed southbound here, 35 in a 35 zone, we're getting ready to come up here on the intersection, and we're going to pull back in the corner here just so you can see what's going on. I want to show you that the equipment here, we're going to stop briefly and then we're going to swing and back in real quick. All right, look at that. Is skill, y'all. Skill. So we're now backed in nicely at the intersection. Wow, I can't believe I just pulled that off. All right, so this is the actual intersection. You're looking at it here. And if you look above, there are places for obvious structural traffic control devices to be put in. When I say traffic control device, I'm talking about a traffic signal, a green, red, and yellow light signal out here. Because the area is already a three-way stop, even though most of the drivers fail to do that. And we're going to show you that exactly how bad it is, because I'm going to open up one of our cameras here so you can see what's going on. It's a little irritating. You might get a little irritated looking at this, but it's totally fine. So it's all right. So let me switch up so you can just see how kind of funny it is. All right, so you can see here, stop sign. Oh, clown. We got a clown. Ran right through it and the camera's pointed right at him. So you can see that we do have a problem here. People failing to pay attention to the stop sign. He didn't even treat it as a stop, y'all. So this is what happens when I have multiple screens. I was looking at the wrong screen, so I was working with the delay. So Indian Hill and Powers is a three-way stop. The viewer sent us here because of this right here. Those have been, they're indicating, installed over a year ago. There's another one on the other side of the intersection, but this is what's missing. There should be a box here, a traffic control box. It's where traffic management can plug into it and override it, fix it, get it back online, or where law enforcement can begin to override it if, say, if there was a crash out here. But it's drivers making a complete stop, like that Toyota right there. Every driver is required to come to a stop. I don't care if there's no other cars out here. You are required to make a complete stop. Florida Statute 316.123 indicates a driver shall stop, then yield right away to any other traffic. But you're not seeing that here. There's another clown in the black car. Just because the car in front of you comes to a complete stop doesn't mean that they did it for you. It's not like someone paying for your lunch while you're in the drive-thru. They didn't pay the toll for you to go flying through. You still required to make the stop as well. But I can understand why this traffic light would fix that problem. Viewer goes on to indicate that during the rush hour time early in the morning and the school, we run into a lot of problems out here. But also another thing, when you're coming to a stop like this, you must use your indicators, guys. it helps with the flow of traffic. If another driver is approaching, then they're saying, okay, you're going to make a right, so I can continue going straight if we both move at the same time. So making sure that you are indicating to other drivers is really, really key. We're watching that northbound lane just for a second. I'm making sure everyone comes to a complete stop, and then we can check out southbound here as well. Traffic's picking up pretty good while we're sitting out here. We're kind of tucked off to the side of the road. Results one kind of looks a little coppish and hopefully gets people attention. But we've already seen 2 clowns ride through here. A clown is someone who completely disregards any of the traffic signals. Just so you guys know, that's not a proper stop. We're not going to call him a clown, but that's not a proper stop. Especially when you're out here in marked vehicles, like a company vehicle like this. Look at this clown. Elite irrigation maintenance right through the stop sign. Unbelievable. 3 clowns. I think Thomas is going to run out of clowns if I keep sitting here. Obviously, this intersection needs this traffic light. For whatever reason, I have no idea. It makes no sense to me, but we're going to find an answer for you guys that this traffic light must be put up. If it was, a study was done for it, and you guys want to see what I look like right now? That's what I look like right now, holding the camera out of the window. But it's obvious that if Orange County sees me, how about you guys get the traffic light working? That was an Orange County vehicle. But it's pretty obvious. The traffic light study was conducted with the intention of fixing a problem. And if the problem was that serious to have a study, to spend thousands of dollars, it's not $1 million project, thousands of dollars to install traffic lights, why would we not put them up right away? So I promise you guys, I'm going to have an update on this story as quick as possible. Oh, you're going to run it? You're going to run it? You're going to run it? Oh, then you see me and then you stop. Stopping in the crosswalk is a violation of the law, just so you guys know. That means you have passed the stop bar, and yeah, you don't care about pedestrians. Can you tell? Once I get into the mode of things, I get really hype, just because it's a lot of fun. Is the Lynx bus going to stop? Let's see. Comes to a complete stop. Listen, guys, if the Lynx bus can do it, you can do it. So, again, if you're just joining us this morning, we were out here at Powers in Indian Hill in the Pine Hills community in west portions of unincorporated Orange County, meaning Orange County government handles this, not the city of Orlando, not Winter Garden or anything like that. But looking at an intersection that needs help, had the help sent, but the help's not complete. So we promise you here at News 6 of getting results. That's what we live by. So I may not get them connected, but I am going to get you an answer. So keep up with me. I have your email to the viewer who sent this. I appreciate stuff like this. This is what we enjoy coming out. At least I do. Keep up with me over at clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, and the News 6 app. I will be emailing you back here shortly to let you know how today went. I hope you watched it. And if I get an update back from Orange County government, of course, we'll post about that as well. I want you guys having a great day. Make sure you're coming to a complete stop at stop signs. They're there for a reason. No stop sign is just randomly placed, I promise. And we're going to try to get these traffic lights back up and going. You guys have an amazing Tuesday. Oh, wrong button. Let's try that again. You guys have an amazing Tuesday, and I'll catch up with you guys later.